I couldn't find my wife, and what hit me when I opened the bedroom door left me stunned. That evening had started like any other. I came home early, hoping to surprise her with dinner after a long week. The house was quiet, unusually so. Her car was in the driveway, the lights in the living room were off, and I assumed she was probably taking a nap. I called her name once, then twice, no answer. Something felt off, though I couldn't quite explain why. The air carried a strange stillness, the kind that makes you feel like you're not alone, even when you can't see anyone. I walked through the hall, noticing the faint sound of music coming from the bedroom. The door was half closed. I pushed it open gently, and froze. It wasn't what most people might imagine. There was no affair unfolding, no shouting or betrayal in plain sight. What stunned me was the suitcase on the bed, half-packed, and a note resting beside it. My chest tightened as I picked it up. The handwriting was hers, neat, deliberate, filled with emotion. It began with 3 words I never expected: "I'm so sorry." The letter went on to explain everything she hadn't been able to say face to face. She confessed that she had been seeing someone else, someone she met months ago at work, someone who made her feel alive again. She didn't justify it, she just admitted it. But what shook me most wasn't the confession itself. It was how quietly she had decided to leave, how she couldn't even face me to end what we'd built together. The walls seemed to close in as I read. My mind replayed every moment of the past few weeks, her sudden distance, the fake smiles, the late-night errands. All of it made sense now, but I almost wished it didn't. I sank onto the edge of the bed, staring at the suitcase, realizing how easily love can vanish without sound. She hadn't taken everything, just her clothes and a few personal items. The house still smelled like her perfume, the faintest trace of normalcy lingering in the air. I sat there for what felt like hours before finally standing up and walking out of the room. That night, I didn't cry. I didn't scream. I just stood in the quiet, letting the truth settle. In the days that followed, she tried to reach out, texting, calling, apologizing, but I never responded. There are some betrayals that words can't repair. Instead, I focused on rebuilding, piece by piece. I started spending time with friends again, picked up old hobbies, and learned how to live alone without feeling lonely. Months later, she sent one last message: "I made the biggest mistake of my life." Maybe she did. But by then, I had already learned something important. Sometimes the pain that stuns you at first is the same pain that frees you later. Because the moment I opened that door, I thought my world was ending. What I didn't realize was that it was just beginning.